WBC and lineal heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, almost unquestioned as the most outrageous showman in sports right now, defending his belts against the rugged Chisora. And of course, the ring walk for Tyson Fury in front of a crowd like this, at a sports palace in London like this, will be a scene. Expect 3 songs: the Peaky Blinders theme, the Three Lions British football song, and Mr. Brightside for the guy who lights up every arena he's in. Fury, the defense of the WBC and lineal heavyweight championship of the world, as an overwhelming favorite before he goes for undisputed status in 2023. The classy Jimmy Lennon Jr. will take us to that opening bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for the bout you've all been waiting for, the heavyweight championship of the world. Please welcome the boxers as they make their way to the ring. First, from London, England, here is the challenger and determined heavyweight world contender, Derek War Chisora.
as they have gathered in prayer, ready for their ring walk. He has his entire team. His father, John, you see his brother making the final preparations. Shane and Huey always by his side for every fight. Big John, his father, has been present all week long throughout the build-up to this. And Tyson extra excited, as he told us, to have his eldest daughter, Venezuela, and his oldest son, Prince John James, ringside here for this. An absolute spectacle. Second time in 1 year that he has filled a stadium. There is young Prince holding his father's WBC belt. 6 children for Tyson and Paris. Paris Fury, who has been by his side through everything. The dramatic roller coaster ride. They fell in love at 15 years old. He went all the way up to become the heavyweight champion. Came tumbling down with the depths of mental illness, open about what he went through. And then the great comeback to conquer them all, to stand undefeated as the WBC lineal heavyweight champion. Look at that smile as he's ready to enter here in London at Tottenham Hotspur.
From Morecambe, England, here is the defending WBC and lineal heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury!
His ring walk at Wembley Stadium went nearly 17 minutes long. He will go 3 songs deep, he has told us tonight.
Of bare-knuckle fighting to the boxing rings on the highest stages around the world. To now, the #1 heavyweight of his generation, defending his belt and the legacy of his great fighting family. You don't mess with the Furies, and that is by order of the Peaky Blinders.
Presented here on this World Cup pressure-filled weekend as well. They will play tomorrow night, and it's Coming Home, the British soccer song. And wouldn't they love for it to be coming home to London? 6'9" of the heavyweight champ over the top rope in front of 65,000. From Peaky Blinders to the Three Lions coming home to Mr. Brightside in a sprint of half a pitch long. The champ has arrived.
And ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to please be upstanding for the singing of the national anthem. And to lead us, please welcome to the microphone from Suffolk, England, the popular and talented soprano Laura Wright.
God save our gracious King, long live our noble King. God save the King. Send victorious,
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, England for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensberry Promotions in association with Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated and sponsored by Betfred, Foot Asylum, Elux, and Furosity. This bout in the ring is sanctioned by the WBC, the president in attendance, Mauricio Sulaiman, and the supervisor is Hossein Houchi. Along with the British Boxing Board of Control, the steward in charge is Charles Giles. Introducing you our three judges, scoring from ringside, we have Predrag Alexic from Montenegro. From the Philippines, Ray Donseco, and from England, John Latham. Introducing our third man to the ring, the referee in charge. He'll be giving instructions after the introductions, Victor Laughlin. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC and Lineal Heavyweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from London, England, it's time for the main event of the evening. Introducing to you first the challenger on my left, fighting out of the red corner. Wearing black trunks with silver trim, hailing from Finchley, London, England. He weighed in at 18 stone, 8 pounds, or 260 3/4 US pounds. With a record of 33 wins, 12 losses, he has 23 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former world title challenger, tonight making his second attempt at the heavyweight crown. Please welcome the world-ranked, battle-ready heavyweight contender, introducing Derek Chisora. And his opponent across the ring, really needing no introduction the world over, standing at 6 feet 9 inches, wearing red trunks with gold trim, and hailing from Morecambe, England. He weighed in at 19 stone, 2 pounds, or 268 3/4 US pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 32 wins, no losses, 1 draw with 23 wins coming by way of knockout. Presenting one of the great stars of boxing today, ladies and gentlemen, here's the former unified world champion in his second reign as king of the heavyweights. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the two-time world champion and the current undefeated, reigning and defending WBC and Lineal Heavyweight champion. Once again, the referee in charge, now to give instructions, Victor Laughlin.
This is Victor Laughlin's 15th world title fight. Both men wearing heavy robes, Dre, with the cold weather here. And a long ring walk of fury. So 12 minutes, Chisora was out on his own, waiting on him.
Both fighters are bone dry at the moment.
Incredible scene here at Tottenham Hotspur, this magnificent multi-purpose stadium that opened just in 2019. Alexander Usyk looks on. He has 3 of the heavyweight titles. We expect a fight for undisputed status
boys,
in early 23 if Fury gets to Chisora.
Defend yourselves at all time. God bless. Touch gloves. Touch them now. Touch them. Okay, step back now. Back. No.
Remember what Chisora said Fury promised to him, that we're going to toe the line in this first round and just knock each other's blocks off. He wants that kind of fight. Likely the only chance he has against the great Tyson Fury with his reach and skill. Do we get it? Does Chisora run out and will Fury meet him to just start throwing? Heavyweight championship of the world.
Seconds out.
Here we go.
One.
Chisora jabbing to the body, trying to come over the top with the right hand against Fury.
Yes, he took a shot early.
Hey, let him go. Let it go, boys. Let it go. Step back.
It's the kind of shot you don't want to get hit in the first round in this kind of weather outdoors.
Goes to the body. Fury has great respect for Chisora's ability to do that. That right hand nearly came behind the head.
Hey, let him go. Step back.
There's a right hand from Fury that comes in.
He's holding, referee. He's holding.
Let him get out.
He's holding, referee.
Hey, let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Not sure if Fury's going to stand and fight Chisora the way he wants until he's got full control of this fight. And he feels like he's in full control.
There's a right uppercut that came in from Tyson Fury. Remember, Chisora has gone down in recent years from uppercuts. Tried to aim it again.
Don't push his head down.
That's the shot.
Another short right uppercut on the inside as he closed that distance.
Yes, those right uppers, left uppers, those are coming all night because everybody knows, including Tyson Fury, that Chisora has to duck low in order to hit a tall target. Fury's not giving him an opportunity.
Driving down a right hand. Another right uppercut. And it doesn't take much from Fury. And there is a right cross that lands as they tie up. Chisora probing with that jab to the body, trying to close that ground, see if he can place the right hand behind it. There's Fury with the right hand behind the jab. Of course, a jab that comes with 85-inch reach. End of one, and we will listen in to Sugar Hill Stewart, the trainer of Tyson Fury. That's sugar.
That's a good round.
It's okay, Johnny.
Yeah, just keep feigning, man. Before he even take his first step, feigning, step over. You almost had him a minute ago when you feigned him and frozen. Just keep feigning, man.
You stand up on the position.
As soon as you're inside, get right into that leg and jackhammer that motherfucker. Bump him and push him off with a check. Okay?
Notice that Fury is wrapped in a towel with weather that has dipped, temperatures that have dipped into the low 40s. Meanwhile, on the other side, Chisora uncovers.
Be more active. Good boy. Very disciplined.
Second down, round 2.
In that first round, Fury was 9 of 37, Chisora 12 of 27. 6 of those were jabs. For Fury, 7 of the 9 were power punches.
Yeah, it's extremely hard for Chisora to get inside that 11-inch reach advantage of Tyson Fury. Good shot right there. He did it as I spoke.
Right hand comes over the top from Derek Chisora.
But Fury doesn't give those up very often.
Short left hand on the inside, just as there was some separation. Chisora backed up again.
Good counter right there from Tyson Fury.
Now you're going to throw that big overhead right. He can time it.
That's how you discipline an opponent. Make them think twice. These shots are hurting Derek Chisora. He's just recovering quickly. You see the stumble. You see that he got buzzed. He's a veteran, so he can play it on. But you see it.
And he can tie up. And he's trying to place the short left hands when they're shoulder to shoulder as well. He is a veteran war dog, is Chisora. Remember, he went the distance with Usyk.
Tyson Fury not getting much resistance, but he looks real sharp with his offense, with his quickness, and his first step. That half hook, half jab, followed by a right hand is extremely dangerous and extremely quick.
And Dre, the distance it can come at, like right there, as Chisora just crossed the threshold, and Fury put it right on him.
Then he leans that big body on you, ties you up, and there's literally nothing Chisora can do.
1-2 from Fury. As Chisora just dipped to the right. Three-punch combination by Fury. There's the uppercut. It has been the target since the beginning. As he then tosses him into the ropes. Right hand drive from Fury. Right uppercut comes in. And Chisora's trying to cover up. He's in trouble. And Fury headhunting before he gives space. Final moments here of round 2. And Chisora clearly affected. Left uppercut. Right uppercut just missed. Drives a downward right hand. Just feet above us, and you can hear the thud from Fury.
Devastating shots that Chisora's getting hit with. Heavy
Dominating
shots.
second round by the champ. Absolutely dominating, especially that last minute.
Right, listen, just keep fighting him and checking him to keep discipline. When you get inside, get inside and just grab him up a little bit more. Grab him a little more than what you're doing. Grab him up off his feet. Because I want you to catch him off that bump. You bump him and just check it. You know the big guys don't want to work after a break.
As Alexander Usyk looks on, he has 3 heavyweight titles.
Let's employ our jab again, okay? You was jabbing good in the first round. Let's get that jab going. Jab it, bring your hand back. You hear me? Keep touching that body.
See an exchange right here, flick jab right there, good body shot and a right hand that landed on the chin of Derek Chisora.
And then he gives him a wink.
Yes, he did.
You see it all from Fury. In that second round, Fury landed 18 of 30 power punches, the majority of the work coming in the final minute.
Chisora took a lot of punishment in that corner. A lot of punishment.
Oh, and he took a left hook to open up this third round.
He's taking those shots, but they are devastating shots. You can see it. They land heavy. He can't respond. And Fury is not backing up. He's coming on.
And a right hand wobbles Chisora. Chisora's up, weak legs. He's in the corner as Fury is throwing uppercut after uppercut. And Chisora's holding on to that top rope. Another uppercut lands. With all that weight and all that leverage of Tyson Fury, he can drive power home.
Hey, let him go, boys. Let him go. Step back. Step back now.
If Chisora's going to be on the ropes, get your hands up.
Right uppercut brings in. And a follow-up headshot. Serious damage being done here in round 3.
Let it go. Now, step back.
Victor Lockwood looking to separate them as the veteran Chisora wanted to tie up. Oh, left hook, right uppercut. Brutal punishment being put forth by Fury.
Fury landing all the right shots with a fighter in that position, ducking down like that. The jabs and the uppers as he drops, Fury throws up.
That long probing left hand creating a sight line that does damage with the right.
A lot of punishment this man is taking right now. A lot of punishment.
He's a tough, proud warrior, is Chisora. Fury has great respect for him as he even comes forward with an overhand right after taking all that damage. Chisora showing that he will not give and he will still be aggressive.
Yeah, he'll try as long as he can. That's what you respect about Derek Chisora. Fury looking for that right shot to end this fight.
And he takes an angle and places a right hand to the body. As big as he is, it's always the movement, it's always the skill that impresses with Tyson Fury. A left uppercut lands, and another one. And down they go. A combined nearly... I don't know if he may have gotten his leg there.
It's a lot of weight falling to that canvas right now.
Oh, it sure is. 530 pounds of it. And it was Chisora who was on the bad end of it. It's not just the punches. It's what he does leaning on you, mauling you, being physical, and bullying his opponents.
Okay? Yeah, give me that. How we feeling, Derek? Huh? Okay, good. Listen, we need to keep our discipline,
and Alexander
right?
Usyk.
We need to employ that jab. That's the only thing that will back him up. You're succeeding with it. We need to do it more. Are you hearing me? Double jab. You gotta give up and go downstairs. Poke him in there. Shoot down. Look your eyes like this. Look.
Fury fighting on cruise control, stand behind that jab, and just landing at will.
One more thing.
Lead uppercuts like that, that's a no-no. But it's working tonight, followed by an overhand right. And those are shots that don't seem heavy, but we're ringside and we hear them. Boom. Another big shot that Chisora tries to respond with. And those are the kind of shots that Chisora's been hit with all night. He needed a breather. He pulled Tyson Fury down. A lot of weight going to the canvas. Glad both guys are okay.
Round number 4. Right now, to this point, Tyson Fury has landed 54% of his power punches. He landed 23 in that last round. Chisora opens up this 4th round, swinging to the body, sweeping with the right and the left across the belt line, probing with the jab to the body.
Chisora should let his hands go. And you would say, well, he's going to open himself up to get hit. Well, he's getting hit anyway.
That's right.
By not punching. So you might as well get yours and try to land some shots and inflict some punishment.
There's a short left hook that nearly landed. There is a right hand that comes in from Chisora. As Chisora lands early here in round 4.
Don't care how long you've been in the sport, should never get to a place where you accept taking punishment without a response.
much slower pace here in the opening minute of round 4. There's that feint and then the jab. Sugar Hill told him the feint will open things up easily with Chisora.
See the punishment on the face of Derek Chisora and in the body language of Chisora.
Back to the jab for Fury. Uppercut as Chisora came to the inside. You hear the corner of Derek Chisora, the lead trainer Don Charles, who has been with him for the majority of his career, complaining to the referee about the holding on the inside.
He's doing his job. They know that Fury's going to tie up inside, as he should. And they're petitioning the referee to try to do something about it. It's a lot better from Chisora, A, because Fury took his foot off the gas a bit in this round, and B, because he's coming forward throwing more punches. If you're going to go out fighting.
Chicken hook! Chicken hook!
That's what Chisora does not need to be right there. Back against the ropes. The Tyson Fury can line him up and land shots like that.
Behind the jab, the right hand scores for Fury. A less offensively productive round for Tyson Fury. Another right hand comes in. End of 4.
That was a much better round. We need to do the same thing. But I need double jabs now. Crispy ones. Remember chevrons. Chevrons. Trust me. Keep touching that body. That body is soft. Believe me. Yeah? Good boy. We want more head movement.
Chisora's only shot is to land a big shot, and that is typically going to be the overhand right from Chisora. He hasn't had much success, but you see the effort. He takes the shot. He tries to land. He can't land because his opponent has an 11-inch reach advantage, so he can't hit the mark, but he needs to keep trying.
That willingness, though, that willingness is what Fury liked about having Chisora as his opponent tonight. Get through tonight and set up an undisputed fight against Alexander Usyk, who is here ringside, and if everything goes according to plan, will be in the ring with Fury after this. Round number 5 as Chisora comes forward again. Through 4 rounds, he landed 10 punches, 9 power punches. Fury opponents land just 6.2 punches per round on average. That's half of what the heavyweight average is. So 10 punches landed in that last round. The high mark so far in power punches for Chisora. Meanwhile, Fury has landed 74 of 180 overall. Let's bring in Mark Kriegel, who was listening into the corner of Derek Chisora. Mark.
Don Charles, how do you make this right? How do you get even? He says we have to fight. We have to make Tyson fight at our pace. I don't know how you're going to do that with a guy with 11-inch reach advantage.
That is a challenge. Double jab right hand by Fury. Right uppercut lands.
You know, veteran fighters, sometimes it's easier to take a punch than it is to use the effort to get out of the way. And that's where Chisora is in his career. He knows he can take a good shot. Doesn't mean he can't be hurt.
So dangerous ducking low like that, in line with that uppercut.
And it's easier for him to take the shot on the chin than to make the effort to duck, put his guard up, and get out of the way. Good little man move from a big man right there, Tyson Fury. That step back short right hand.
It amazes how many times we say that. A little man move for a big man.
Yes.
for a guy who's 6'9" and looks like a bag of milk.
You got to respect him. That's a nightmare for any heavyweight having to face them. Fury showing a different look from the southpaw stance.
We've seen him switch before. Off balance just on that exchange.
That's a combination of age and punishment from this fight. The legs are they're not there like you want them to be. They're not as sturdy as you want them to be.
And often when that's the case, you'll see Fury lean on an opponent.
That's exactly what he should do.
Deal with my leverage, deal with my height, deal with my weight. Now from that southpaw stance, just flicking out that right jab.
That was a much better pace, a little slower pace, just what you want to do. Just keep touching and walking, keep tapping and walking. Keep finding him right there and right here. Just keep finding him on the body. That's all you can do to him. On the shots, you got to go over his shoulders.
Signature Tyson Fury move here, flick, blind you, boom, that's the shot he really wants, and some would say that's an illegal punch. Well, on paper it is, but it's the referee's job to recognize it and to call it out.
Fury has landed 30 of 106 jabs. He's landed 65 of 121 power punches, 54%. Round number 6 from this magnificent setting at a sold-out Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in North London. Southpaw jab, left uppercut, and leaning on him again. Chisora tries to walk him back. Taking his sweet time to release. There's that uppercut again. Every time Chisora dips, Fury views it as an opportunity to throw it. Right hand behind the jab. That was a blinding jab with the right hand falling immediately and then driving down a right hand. And Chisora comes forward off of it and offers up a right hand of his own.
Not really a two-punch combination Fury has to look out for. It's just the one.
Yes.
Chisora's at a point in his career where he rarely throws two big shots because it takes balance to do that. He doesn't have that right now. He will come back with the one big shot.
38 years old and so many miles on the odometer. And now he turns.
Chisora's got to be looking for the overhand left. He's ducking down, looking high. Now he's back to the right hand stance.
Fury steps to him. Mark Kringle, what are they saying in the corner of Fury?
Well, Fury said he'd be disappointed if it ended in 6. I asked Shug, how do you get rid of him? He goes, get rid of him. This guy's tough. You got to set it up and bang away.
That's what he's been doing. Jab landed flush.
It's going to be the shot that Chisora doesn't see, like a sneak right uppercut that just landed a few seconds ago. Typically a shot that he sees, he can weather it, he can absorb it, and come back. But it's that shot that he doesn't see that might do the job.
There's that double jab, right hand again. You can see Fury shaking that right hand, looking to sit on it. Overhand right, sweeping, and a miss from Chisora. A willingness, but a miss.
As the fight grows on, that punch becomes slower and slower, has less and less steam on it.
And creates more and more of an opportunity for Fury.
Yes, it does. There is just biding his time right now. He's not worried about points, he's worried about punishment. He's piling up the punishment round after round, and you'll see him start to step it up in just a few rounds.
Good shot there from that southpaw stance, the right hook. The feels like temperature is 38 degrees. There have been notable outdoor fights in cold temperatures, but this, as low as we've seen with a 17-mile-an-hour wind, feels like 38 degrees.
Tighten up on that right leg. You keep putting it behind you. The shots will be there. You get more leverage that way. All the shoulders. Don't worry about it. It's all right here. That's it. Bang, bang. You're starting to work better on the inside with the little short shot. So get your leg up in here good. All right? From the back, do that to the front. You got too much space between you. Get your leg in there good. Yeah. Let's jump. Let's jump. Let's jump. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Fury has dominated in the punch stats, 121 to 49. Even more significant, 78 of those 121 landed are power punches. Bounce to his step here to open up round 7.
It's also very difficult for a heavyweight opponent of Tyson Fury's to deal with. Is the different looks that he gives you. 1 minute he's leaning on you. The next minute he's moving around. The next minute he's bouncing in place. It's a lot of different things you got to contend with when you face Tyson Fury.
Just ask Deontay Wilder. Digs underneath with a left to the body, and then mauls and leans and pushes back. Chisora going to the body.
Stay tight. Open up. Free shot. Up your hands. High. No problem. Work that body. Keep punishing that body. Punish that body. Short time.
Right hand.
Fury leaning on Chisora, draining Chisora, weakening the legs. Every chance he gets in a clinch. Here you see him walking back again. That's intentional. He's using the size advantage, the weight advantage in his favor.
Let it go, boys. Let it go.
There's that right hand from distance. Behind that 85-inch reach of a jab. So much to absorb for Chisora as Fury goes southpaw again. Flinks with the chicken wing right hand and then looks to fire that left uppercut as he does right there. Good combination that does damage in that neutral corner as we have reached the end of 7 on a cold, chilly night here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in North London.
There's not much in this fight, trust me. You're grinding away.
Will we have a super fight against that guy soon enough? Alexander Usyk, the unified heavyweight champion, signing autographs ringside. We told you it feels like it's 38 degrees with the 15-mile-an-hour wind. You think back to the famous scene of Marvin Hagler against Mugabe when steam was coming off his head, or when Sugar Ray Leonard used a blanket between rounds, and Larry Merchant said, colder than any fight I've ever been to. It was 37 in Vegas. When Lewis and Bruno fought in Cardiff, Wales, 52 degrees. And with the chill here, it feels like it's in the 30s. December in North London to see Tyson Fury and Derek Chisora. Round number 8. The odds makers had a total round over-under of 6.5. They had Fury by knockout at -350. Will he deliver at this point? A lot of damage taken by Chisora.
See Fury being the bully early in his round, pushing Chisora back. Once again, weakening, draining his opponent. I think Fury can stop this fight or get this fight stopped whenever he's good and ready.
How so, Dre?
By putting enough punches together where one gets through and Chisora goes down or goes out. It's not easy to get out of there, but he's certainly ready to be taken out. Fury's tasted the power. He knows what he has. Obviously, this is the third fight, but I mean just tonight. He's landed the shots. He's gotten the reaction from Chisora, so he knows that his punches are being felt. He can step this up whenever he's ready.
Chisora willing to throw between those punches. You can see some swelling around his eyes, but willing to go after it with Fury. There's a big right hand that lands from Tyson Fury as Chisora ties up.
Bad place for Chisora.
Can't be
Good
like
place
that.
for Tyson Fury.
Leaning against the ropes at the distance of Fury to do what he wants.
Here comes that flick. When Tyson Fury bounces like that, he wants that flick right hand shot.
These are big shots raining in. These are head shots raining in.
The thudding shots.
To sit this close to a man this big landing that flush, you hear it, you feel it.
But Chisora also has his back to the rope to help him stand up.
Uppercut rains in from Fury. Veteran move. Use the ropes.
Those legs are not great. He needs some support to absorb those shots. Good right uppercut from Tyson Fury. Might have been slightly blocked by Chisora.
And then across the threshold. Left up. There's a right uppercut again. Remember, it was a right uppercut that finished things at Wembley against Dillian White. Chisora still to the inside, going to the body.
Fury's checking Chisora's temperature, and then Chisora will come back with 2 or 3 big shots, and Fury says he's not ready yet. And then he'll go back to boxing.
And got the crowd's attention. Fury says, well done, Chisora, well done. End of 8.
Okay? What? Give me the water. You know what? You're a hard man. Grind this up. All we gotta do is keep your discipline. There's not a lot going on in there from here. Alright? Concentrate. Listen to me. Concentrate. We need to keep him on the job. Whenever you throw it, it lands. So keep doing it. You hear me? Good boy. Drop some fences.
The uppercuts have been the story for Tyson Fury tonight, Dre.
Yes, this is the shot we talked about in the outset. Tyson Fury stuck to the script. You see those shots, short shots inside, blinded him right there. That's a mid-range upper, left upper. Tyson Fury knows the assignment, and he's executing the game plan tonight.
The game plan shows up in the CompuBox stats as well, tallying 113 power punches landed of 200 thrown. That's 56%. Typically, when you get this deep into a fight and the power punch connect percentage is over 50%, you are headed to a knockout win. Let's see if that happens against the game, tough and spirited Chisora. Left hand went to the body underneath.
Yeah, that didn't feel too good.
No, it did not. Right hand up top from Fury.
These shots that are bouncing off the head of Chisora, they hurt. And they stun fighters, especially the ones toward the top of the head.
Mark.
You know, you saw Chisora come in here with his kids. He's an older guy. He doesn't have to make a show of his heart. Sometimes guys have too much courage for their own damn good.
He has plenty of that. Series of headshots rain in the neutral corner right above us.
At some point, if Fury puts enough punches together, the referee's got to take a hard look at that, because what's the point at this point?
Right hand was slow and deliberate as it came in, and a big left uppercut came back from Fury.
It's also the responsibility of the corner to make that decision too. This has happened before. We've seen this movie before in Fury Chisora 2 in the 10th round. It's about that time.
It sure is. He has just absorbed all night long. And many upstairs like that.
You get hit with those kind of shots and you don't have enough to return fire, it's time to go. It's time to go home.
He's not returning much here deeper into this 9th round. There is blood coming from the mouth of Chisora. There is swelling, extreme swelling around the right eye.
Those eyes don't look good.
No, they don't.
Chisora, they haven't.
This does not look good at all. His face is damaged. There's a big uppercut, and he just pushes him back. Look at the face of Chisora. Blood coming from his mouth as he gets to the end of 9.
Get inside. What round is this? What is it? He said he's not going to let
Round number 10.
Don't listen to him. This is 10. Yeah.
Keep your hands up all the time,
Keep your hands up, okay?
We're good, ref. We're good.
We're good. Hey, listen.
I know, but we're good. Thank you, we're good.
Keep your hand on this side.
You've got to move your heads and keep your hands up high.
Don Charles and Ian Dewberry turned to the referee and said, "Oh no, we're good.
We're good.
Well, they're not on the stool.
What round is this? 10 coming up, isn't it?
This is round number 10.
This is 10. Okay?
You would have to think, Trey, that referee Victor Laughlin will take a look very early here in round 10.
Jay's looking, and I think he needs to make a move. What are you looking for? You've seen enough. We've all seen enough.
Let's see if Fury can close the show right now, right here. Another uppercut. Chisora fighting desperate to open up this 10th round. He has been completely outgunned.
These kind of fights are more dangerous than a fighter taking one big shot and being knocked out.
There is no doubt about it.
These are concussive and subconcussive blows that you're taking from a man the size of Tyson Fury.
That right eye is shutting out Chisora. Blood is coming from his mouth, and he is being teed up. Heavyweight champion in complete control, looking for a knockout late here at Tottenham.
These trainers and assistant trainers got to be honest with themselves in moments like this in this fight. It's not about the backlash, the crowd, or anybody else. It's about that fighter that you know won't quit. You got to help him out.
Who is a caring husband and father. Mark, what are they saying in that corner of Chisora?
Stopping this, he wouldn't even look at me.
I'm sorry, repeat that, Mark.
I just went over to the corner and said, "Are you guys thinking of stopping this?" He wouldn't even look at me.
His fighter just ate a body shot and then another right uppercut. And Fury just walking him back, just leaning on him and getting ready to hand out more punishment.
Yeah, the referee wants to make the move, but he doesn't want to make the move. He's looking, but he's not stepping in. I get it, Chisora at one punch, but that punch isn't going to land and do any damage to Tyson Fury tonight. It's already landed. He's taking the punch. It's time to go home.
Let it go. Come on, let it go.
Fury can help this process out if the ref in the corner don't want to stop it by hitting Chisora with the right flurry to get the ref to step in there.
Right hand, left uppercut. That was glancing, and that's enough. Victor Laughlin said, listen, one more combination, it's over. He got it. Tyson Fury, TKO victory in 10. A bruising, deliberately punishing night absorbed by Derek Chisora. He took such damage. Usyk, arms folded. 3 heavyweight belts on that man ringside after defeating Anthony Joshua. The #1 heavyweight in the world, the lineal heavyweight champion, in the ring celebrating a victory and giving respect to the veteran Chisora.
Fury looked sharp tonight. I know it was against a battle-worn Derek Chisora, but the shots he threw and the shots he landed, the punch selection, you got to see that, man. He's very, 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 very good and still has a lot left in the tank. And I can understand why he doesn't want to walk away like this. And for Derek Chisora, I have great respect for Chisora. It's time to walk away. If you love the sport, be a part of the sport another kind of way. But this isn't it. Because your family is not only watching this, but they got to deal with the aftermath. We go home. They stay with you, and they got to deal with this. It's time to pack it in. You've gotten a great opportunity on the way out the door. Go enjoy your family and enjoy the fruits of your labor.
2 children ringside tonight for Chisora. Meanwhile, Harris Fury and his daughter and son, Venezuela and Prince, in the ring with their father. Their father, the 34-year-old undefeated heavyweight champion of the world. This was a night that he wanted Usyk for undisputed status. Instead, Usyk said after doing what he did with Joshua, he wanted a rest for the remainder of this year. But knowing that his manager is the manager of Vasily Lomachenko and shares a very close relationship with Top Rank and Bob Arum, it is expected that that will be an easy deal to now get made for an undisputed heavyweight championship fight. As this crowd got exactly what they wanted. The spectacle of the energy of a Fury fight, and then the outcome of a knockout victory.
Man's gonna be hard to beat anytime soon.
We talked about this the last time we saw him at Wembley. With his size, with his skill, with his demeanor, and knowing the stage of his life he's at, of the tool that boxing is for him in his full recovery with mental health having been an issue. In his prime,
right.
How do you beat him?
Right, and I'm not saying this because of what he did to Chisora tonight. We expected this, but I'm looking at all the things we talked about, the skill set, the punch selection, him coming off of the big fights with, you survive something like that with Deontay Wilder and come out on the other side, you're going to be a lot more dangerous, and he's still standing.
Deontay Wilder is generationally the biggest puncher. Fury made brawls with him. Went down 4 times against Wilder. Got up and beat him down.
And there's not a lot of guys in the heavyweight division that are going to do that to Deontay Wilder. Don't get it twisted.
And don't be surprised if Deontay Wilder and what he's now doing in his career could come all the way back eventually. Very easily. And we end up with a Fury Wilder 4. But there's business to be done well before that with Alexander Usyk. And the great respect that Fury has for Chisora. Fury was happy, by the way, that when the Usyk fight didn't happen, and when Joshua's people shelved the very generous offer to give this opportunity and a big payday to Chisora.
I respect that.
He has great respect for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes 51 seconds in round number 10. Our referee in charge, Victor Laughlin, had seen enough, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout, and still the undefeated WBC and lineal heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson.
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on a night where the wind chill got under 40 degrees. But things heated up with Tyson Fury.
Yeah,
and Joey here is with him.
He went at it early on, and then it turned into a bit of a Fury masterclass. How satisfied are you with the way it went?
Firstly, I want to say thank you to my Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ for giving me another victory tonight. Secondly, I just want to say, what a fucking crowd! Come on! 60,000 people here tonight at Tottenham. I love every single one of you people. You're amazing. I can't flabbergasted for words to say how much it means to me. 94,000 at Wembley, 60,000 at Tottenham. This is overwhelming for me. I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody, man, woman and child. All the best. God bless you all.
Tyson, it was a dominant performance.
Yeah.
He came at you early on as promised, with shots to the body, and then you were described by members of our team as vicious, a nasty Fury, looking for that stoppage. Did you feel different tonight?
You know, I felt good. I needed some rounds. I hadn't boxed since April. It's been 8 or 9 months since then. I've had a retirement. I've had a lot go on. And I felt good in there tonight, you know. I felt like I was landing my jab, landing some good punches. Listen, take nothing away from Derek Delboy, Chisora. He's an absolute warrior, and it's been a privilege to fight him 3 times. He's an absolute British folk hero, and he's grew on everybody, and we all love Derek Chisora. Oh, Derek Chisora! Oh, Derek Chisora! Oh, Derek Chisora! Oh, Derek Chisora! What a warrior! What an African British warrior! This man has grown upon me over the years. We've had 3 epic fights, and what a tough man. You know, I was hitting him with shots there that knock anybody else spark out, and he stood up to every one of them, and he was calling me a little bitch in there. He was going, "You can hit harder than that, you little bitch." I was like, "Del, come on, mate."
Derek, how proud are you of the bravery, the resilience, and the chin you showed tonight?
What's a chin?
Now, you know what? Yeah, thanks to the ref. You know, as a fighter, you don't want to stop. You got on your shield. The ref has said, if you don't chuck more punches, I'm going to pull you out. Thank you, Tyson. I really appreciate that. You know, me and Tyson are friends. But when the fight was done, we said, you know what? Forget the friendship. He called me in the summer, let me fight you. And I appreciate that, thank you.
And after 3 times in the ring, how impressive was Tyson Fury tonight?
Oh, listen, there's a big fight coming up. Oh, everybody wants to see one champion in the heavyweight. The last one we had was Lennox Lewis. So we'd like to see him versus Alexander Usyk in Saudi. So that's what we want to see now. I think that's the fight we should make happen now.
Well, let's ask the big man. Tyson Usyk is ringside tonight. We saw him goading you as well during the fight.
I don't know where he is. Where's Alexander Usyk, the rabbit? Hey, rabbit! Usyk, you're next, little bitch. You're next. You are next. Me and you, sucker, next. Me and you. You're getting it, little sucker. Rabbit. Pussy. Look at it. 15-stone little midget beat a bodybuilder. Well, I ain't a bodybuilder, sucker. I'm going to write you off. I already done one Ukrainian Klitschko, didn't I? And I'll do you as well, gappy teeth. You ugly little man. You ugly little man. Let's get it on, bitch. Let's get it on you as well. You may laugh now, but I will end this little sucker. End you. End you. End you. Hello, Usyk, you little sucker. What are you gonna do? You're gonna do something. Are you gonna do something? You're gonna do fuck all. You're gonna do fuck all. You little sausage.
I'll jump in a bit as well, Tyson.
Right, we'll have it. Why don't us three do a Royal Rumble then?
Go!
Come on! Big Joe Joyce is here. And Big Joe Joyce is a warrior. I tell you what, Joe, I'm the only one who calls your name out. Everybody else is scared of you.
Yes.
So if this little rabbit don't want it, it can't be made. Let's me and you, my brother, do Wembley. Come on, Joe Joyce! Come on, Joe!
Apologies for the language there. Let me just quickly get a word with Frank Warren. Frank, you've heard it from the man. What are we likely to see next February, March from Tyson?
I'm hoping we see the Usyk fight. I think that's the obviously the indication. And then obviously the fight.
Well, the last undisputed heavyweight champion of the world was Lennox Lewis. The fans surely want to see you fight for the next undisputed since Lennox Lewis. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I can't wait. You know, all these big fights have evaded for so long, but they can't run away anymore. They can run, but they can't hide.
And finally, 2 stadium fights this year. Your British fans have braved the cold to be here tonight to see you in person. Are there any last words you'd like to say to them?
Again, I want to thank every person who came out tonight. We made history here tonight. Frank Warren told me we're the first people in history to do a stadium fight in December. Come on!
And congratulations. Tyson, congratulations. That was a tough guy you beat up. Were you surprised that he stood through that?
Derek's always been a tough boy. He comes to fight, that's why his name's Chisora. There was no way that he was going to stop himself. The referee had to pull him out where he was going to get knocked out. And I'm glad he went out like he did, because he's a definite, he's a great of British boxing, and he's been a pleasure to fight over the years. Look at the balls on the man, excuse me French. A 38-year-old, look at the effort he put up tonight.
It's a fine effort. Usyk came up to the ring. You got a little piece of him verbally. Then Joyce came up. Who do you want next?
I want Alexander Usyk next. Or if that fight can't be made, I want Joe Joyce.
Do you expect that fight to be made February, March, like the Usyk side has said?
I got to do some stuff. I've got some hand problems, and I got to maybe have some surgery on my elbow. But after that, I'm ready for anybody.
Would you like it to be here in England, in the UK, or Saudi? Do you have a?
Listen, I'm very, very open and easy to wherever these fights are going to be. Me and Sugar have worked hard and long for this fight. We didn't underestimate Derek Chisora. We put it in, and we got the result tonight. And you know what? We're going to go back to the gym and on to the next one. March, April, whenever it's going to be, we'll be ready to rock and roll.
Tell me exactly what's wrong with the hand and what's with the elbow, because this is all news for us. You look pretty healthy.
Yeah, I've sort of like fucked my hands up tonight on Derek's big head. It's solid as a brick. And I've got like some elbow problems that I got to maybe have surgery on my right elbow.
Both on the right?
Just on the right on. I had the left done back in October after the Wilder 3 fight. So I've got to have it done. It'll take about 6 to 8 weeks to heal.
Do you want to stay home? Do you want to, I mean, if you have to go get surgery, how are you going to be ready February, March?
We'll see. Like I say, we'll see when we'll be ready for this fight. We'll see when it can be made.
What did you learn about yourself? What did you learn about Derek Chisora tonight?
And I know Derek's a warrior and I'm a warrior, but they don't build like us anymore. We've had 3 fights together, 3 tough fights over the years, and like I say, Chisora gave Usyk a very good fight. Usyk gave Joshua a beating twice. So you know, styles make fights, and it's going to be interesting to see the clash of styles in the boxing ring.
How do you see that going down, you and Usyk?
I just think I can beat anybody. there's no stopping me. I'm on a roll. I just got a good 10 rounds in tonight. I'm going to be match fit going into the next fight. Can't wait. I'm just going to keep knocking him out. Stoppage win 4 in a row now under Sugar Hill, and he just keeps going and going and going. He said to me in round 10 there, was it round 10 when it finished? He said, right, get him out of here now. Let's turn it up. And we started turning the pressure up on him, hitting him at will basically there in the end. And the referee done his job.
Sugar, you train people only for knockouts. Are you expecting a knockout against a guy he derides as a middleweight?
Absolutely. The style is the crunk style. It's go in there and get the knockouts. Emmanuel always told me, don't leave it in the hands of the judges. The best way to make sure you definitely get that win is by a knockout. So I'm programmed on training for knockouts.
Tyson, do you knock out the so-called middleweight Alexander Usyk?
Yeah, I've knocked them all out. Listen, I'm on a real roll. I'm 34 now. I just got a good 10 rounds in. Match fit. No excuses. Ready to rock and roll. Let's get it on. Anybody. Whoever's next will get knocked out as well.
I'm assuming it's going to be Usyk I'm holding.
Well, whoever it's going to be is going to get chinned.
Who's tougher?
I'm not a mind reader. I can't see the future. But whoever's my opponent next will have the same treatment as the rest of them.
Who's tougher, Usyk or Joyce?
I think Joe Joyce is the tougher man. Usyk's got better boxing skill. Joe's a big monster of a man. Strong, big juggernaut. And Usyk's a master boxer. So, yeah.
Shug, anything?
Nope, he said it all.
Tyson, we got a lot of people in the States. What do you want them to know?
Big shout out to everybody who tuned in tonight on ESPN Plus. I miss you guys. Let me get through Usyk and we're back to Las Vegas to do the Wilder 4. Come on!
Wilder 4!
Maybe at the Allegiant Stadium there, 70 or 80,000. Just look at this. It's unbelievable. I've sold 189,000 tickets this year in boxing events and dinner shows. So it's unbelievable the support I have here in the UK. I want to thank everybody. It's made my career absolutely fantastic. And like Frank's singing, I've done it my way. I haven't followed any rules. I've done everything back to front and upside down. But it's worked out in the end.
Did you see this happening ever? Really? When you were down?
Listen, when I was down, I didn't see a way out. I thought I was going to end up in a padded room. I was 410 pounds and I wanted to die basically every single day. But now I know that there will be sunshine and rainbows again. Whenever you're down, anyone feeling down and out, just look at me. I was 410 pounds, out the ring for 3 years, suicide attempts, drinking, taking drugs. I was finished. And now look at me, I'm back on top of the world, ruling the division with an iron fist. It's fantastic. God is great.
Champ, thank you very much.
So that was Tyson Fury as we welcome you now to the State of Boxing here as we continue on here from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium with the State of Boxing following Tyson Fury's 10th round TKO of Derek Chisora. And as much as there was action in the ring, as one-sided as it was from Tyson Fury, it's the action after what happened in the ring that now will have everybody talking. From the antics, as we will call them, with Alexander Usyk and even Joe Joyce getting into the mix, Andre Ward, and then what came of that interview with Mark Kriegel, because there was a moment I turned to you, ringside, and I said, with the way Deontay Wilder is going about this section of his career, and knowing how dangerous he still is, don't be surprised if it all comes back and we end up with Fury versus Wilder 4 for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Tyson Fury just said it.
Yeah, no, he said it without knowing that you said it. I think that can very well happen. You know, a type of fighter that Deontay Wilder is, even though he came out on the losing end of his fights with Tyson Fury, he learned a lot and he grew. And hopefully those defeats didn't take too much out of him because they were grueling for both men, both the winner and the loser. I don't think it has. I think he still has a lot left in the tank, and we know that he still has that punching power.
Let's get to the interaction with Alexander Usyk. Obviously, he sat here for the majority of the night with his arms folded and then came up to the ring apron the moment that Fury called his name. The unified heavyweight champion got right up there. Listen, he's a fearless Ukrainian who has ducked no man, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion who stepped up, twice defeated Anthony Joshua. He fears no man. Obviously, a massive challenge, even as skilled as Usyk is, just because of the size differential. What did you make of them when they were face-to-face and Fury was deriding him?
I don't take too much from it. I expect that. I mean, Usyk came way over here. What do you expect? I mean, he's a fighter, right? And you call my name in front of 60+ thousand fans. We know the assignment. We want to get it on next for the Undisputed Championship of the World, so he should respond like that, right? And Tyson is supposed to respond the way he did. It's all part and parcel for the sport and what we do and how you build up big fights.
Look at the eyes of Alexander Usyk, who twice defeated Anthony Joshua, has 3 of the heavyweight championships. Of course, Tyson Fury, the WBC champ, but the lineal heavyweight champion, the man who beat the man who beat the man in the continuous lineage of the history of the heavyweight division. Knowing what we know in terms of the promotional relationship, specifically in terms of the managerial relationship with Igis Klimas being the manager for Usyk as well as the manager for Vasily Lomachenko and having a very close relationship to Top Rank, would you not be shocked if this isn't lined up next?
I'd be shocked. It will be done next. I can't see any scenario where these two are not fighting. Usyk wants it. He doesn't seem to be a guy that's, too hard to deal with in negotiations. The promotional, alignment and everything that you just mentioned, these guys are going to get it done. We're going to get a heavyweight undisputed championship. And we haven't had an undisputed heavyweight champion since 98, 99.
Yeah,
Lennox
generationally
Lewis,
going back to
who
Lennox
was also
Lewis.
Exactly. So it's time.
So this is the scene now in the ring as they are still celebrating with the entourage of Tyson Fury, including his brothers, his father, his son. He was very happy that Prince John was able to be here with him tonight and his entire family. He is a character beyond all characters in sports. Many have been saying this now in recent years since the comeback and the trilogy with Wilder, that there are few who have this big of a personality, are this open, are this expressive. But when you see him here back home, and now this is the second time we've done this with him this year, both Wembley and now here at Tottenham Hotspur, he's almost at a different level, Trey.
Yeah, he's fought the tune-up fights. He pulled himself out of a heap. He lost the weight. He got his mind clear. He aligned himself spiritually, as he talks about. He put everything in place. Doesn't mean his life is perfect, but he put himself in position to contend for the biggest crown in sports, is the heavyweight championship of the world. And now he's able to come enjoy the fruits of his labor. Yes, it was against an older Derek Chisora, and nobody expected Chisora to win, but look at what he did in terms of the numbers that he put in here. You see the smile on his face. You see his family. You see how sharp and how crisp he looks offensively, defensively. Listen, Tyson Fury has a lot of fight left in him. And if he still feels good, like he says he does, and he still wants to do it, he should keep going forward.
Mark Kriegel, I want to bring you into the conversation here. As I was making my way up to our perched suite location for the State of Boxing, you were conducting that lengthy interview with Tyson Fury, so I wasn't able to hear half of it. Your takeaways from that conversation, Mark?
He loves fighting. He's still in the prime of his prime. I thought he was done and dead. Here he is. I saw a guy who loves fighting as much as anybody in this whole game. And if you remember, I don't know, a month ago, weeks ago, I don't know if we were having a cocktail or not, I was down on this fight. And you said, no, you're looking at it wrong.
That's right.
I hate to agree with you, Joe, but I do. I was looking at it incorrectly. You got to see an extraordinary heavyweight, a champion unlike any other champion we've ever seen. And that's not hype, that's just the truth of it. There's no one with this narrative, no one with this skill set. I know he doesn't like the all-time comparisons, but you could put him in some kind of video game and figure out what he does right and his size. He's a fight for anybody. I don't think Sylvester Stallone is so crazy when he says, I think you're the greatest of all time.
Well, listen, and Mark, you bring up our conversation we had about a month ago when folks were looking at this through the prism of who was opposite Tyson Fury of Derek Chisora. As you see him now side by side with Joe Joyce, that is not the level Tyson Fury is at. He has gone beyond that level where it's about the event of Tyson Fury when he fights, the opportunity to see the heavyweight champion of the world, the opportunity to see the energy, the skill, the entire character of Tyson Fury. Just look at what was in this building tonight. Look at what you saw.
He's done it his way.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. He's done it his way. Go ahead, Mark.
Mark, I want to also ask you about the injuries that he cited.
Well, he had a right hand. He said he cracked it on Chisora's head, and he's got a right elbow. He said he had surgery, back in October. So he's tough enough to keep these things a secret from us and to fight when he was not 100%. As far as Joyce is concerned, look, that's a big, tough guy. I think he looks at all of them and salivates because he loves these events. He feeds off this event. The other thing is we talk a lot about charisma and the rest of that, but there are very few people who can actually convert it into economic might, which is what he's done and why these stadiums have been filled up consecutively. And I think I'm going to have Joe Joyce in just a moment.
You know, I can't lose sight of, Derek Chisora tonight. I know we talked about how much respect we have of him going into the fight, and he's always dangerous and all those different things, but we got to show a little bit more, and I'm talking about boxing as a whole, just more humanity sometimes for these guys. And I get it, it's an assignment, you signed up for this, and you chose to be here tonight, but Chisora took a lot of punishment tonight. And when I watch these kind of fights, I can't help but think about tomorrow and next week and a month after. And his corner has to take a hard look at this if they're going to be in anybody else's corner, because you got to apply some humanity to the situation and know when to step in, regardless of what the fans may say or anybody else, because that man's family is sitting ringside. If you say you love him and you care about him, you got to be quicker to pull him out, because Chisora's not a guy that's going to lay down. You got to help him out a little bit.
He took 142 power punches. Mark is standing by with Joe Joyce. Mark.
Joe Joyce, glad you could make it. What did you see tonight from Tyson Fury and Derek Chisora?
I saw them both boxing and trying to work each other out, and I saw that Fury is quite measured with his approach and keeping at bay with the jab, and Chisora was trying to land the overhand rights and lefts, and he was working the body well, and I saw that they is competitive, and I thought towards the end Fury was going for the stoppage, but it didn't kind of happen like that. Obviously he got stopped, and I thought it was the right decision because Chisora taking all them shots, and he wouldn't need another round. I think he's hit the ref had seen enough.
Almost like he had too much courage for his own good. Yeah. You want Fury next?
Yeah, of course.
What makes you think, based on what you saw tonight and what you've been seeing over the last several performances, you can beat him?
Well, I think I've progressed in my career and to a point where I'm now a big threat, and I'm coming for everybody. So I'm in the right place, and Fury can see it, and respect to Fury for acknowledging me, and because I don't normally get acknowledged, I get avoided and stuff. So for him to even mention my name is a lot of respect for Tyson Fury, and I can't wait to get that fight. That'll be so exciting. You can see a brief glimpse of the excitement there. We're both screaming and shouting and stuff. But I just can't wait for this press conference and the big event, the stadiums. And
they might have to make a bigger stadium, but based on watching them, what does Joe Joyce have that the great Tyson Fury does not?
Well, once I'm fighting Tyson, I'm going to be going forward, I'm going to be throwing loads of shots. It's going to be a real exciting fight, I can tell, because I've sparred with Fury and Big Bear, and we both had very competitive spars, and he's very skillful, and I think it's just and especially on the night he raised his level and I raised my level as well. So when we both go at it, two titans, it'll be amazing stuff.
Joe, I wish you luck in getting the fight. I'd like to see all of them. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Fellas.
That is Joe Joyce, who, of course, defeated Daniel Dubois, who we saw in an absolute thriller in the co-feature, overcoming 3 knockdowns in the first round to go out and beat Kevin Lorena with a 3rd-round KO. Now, let's understand this about Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce is likely the, in case of emergency, break glass opponent for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury has stated that in 2023, he will fight 3 times. He wants the next fight to be for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world and try to grab the 3 belts off of Alexander Usyk. That is all too obvious to have the undisputed heavyweight championship. But he has openly stated that if that doesn't get made right away, he's fighting. He's going to fight. And Joe Joyce is clearly at the top of that list. Mark Kriegel, let me bring you back in for one last comment. Your final takeaway on Tyson Fury.
Well, let me go back to Joyce for 1 second, because the most thrilling thing, the most unexpected thing we saw tonight was Daniel Dubois go down come off the canvas 3 times in the first round and win by knockout. I thought or wondered if he was ruined by the guy we just saw, Joe Joyce. Apparently he was not, but that's how powerful Joe Joyce is. I think that this was a testament to Fury's charisma, his economic power, and his talent, which is unlike any guy we have seen.
Well said, Mark. Come on home. Dre, as Tyson Fury and his brother Shane make their way back to the locker room, and you can see his publicist Melissa here in London ready to line up the TV crews. He will have many media duties to come. You leave London thinking what of Tyson Fury right now?
Nothing new. Just a confirmation that he's still a bad, bad man. He is extremely sharp, extremely skillful, and he has a lot more legacy to gain, a lot more impact to have on the sport and in the lives of others, and a lot more money to make. It's just a lot more for him. And maybe his retirement was abrupt and a little premature, because when you've been in tough fights like a